So in the last session we discussed about basics, right? In the last session we discussed about basics and Eclipse IDE, how we are going to create a class, how to create a package, those things we have discussed. So before going to start our concepts, we need to know about some naming conventions. We need to know about naming conventions. Naming conventions means what? Write down these points. Naming conventions. Naming conventions means what? Rules and guidelines, rules and guidelines to write a Java program. Rules and guidelines to write a Java program. What are the rules and guidelines to write a Java program? Basically, first, if you take class name, if you take class name, every time we need to start with uppercase letter only. Means if you write with lowercase letter also, the program compiles and executes successfully. But we need to follow these rules and guidelines. Why? Because, for example, if you work for a certain period of time in a project, after some days if you shift into another project, in your place some other person will come, right? That person need to understand, right? So whether it is properly written or not. So if you follow these conventions, so anyone can understand very easily. For that purpose we need to follow these naming conventions. Class name, every time we need to start with uppercase letter only. Start with uppercase letter. Start with uppercase letter only. Next, inter variables. Variables start with lowercase. Start with lowercase letters. In case if you have two words, if you have more than one word, then what we need to do? First word first letter should be lowercase, second word first letter should be uppercase. For example, get data. If it is one variable, like this we see here. This what get is what first word, right? In that first word, first letter should be lowercase letter, and second word first letter should be uppercase letter. Like this we need to take. Similarly for methods also. Methods are also similar to variables. Here, methods also start with lowercase letters. Start with lowercase letters. Similarly, here also, if you have more than one word, remaining words, for example, if you have three words, first word, first letter should be lowercase letter. Remaining all the words, first letter should be uppercase letters. Okay. Start with lowercase letters. Remaining all the words should be uppercase letter. For example, get data names is one method. Get data, for example, data again names. If you want to create a method like this, we need to create. We need to follow these guidelines. And one more thing we are having, that is what? Interface. We are going to discuss about these things later. Write down here. Interface is also one kind of class. Okay. This one also we need to start with lowercase letter. Start with lowercase letters. Sorry, start with uppercase letters. Similar to class, right? Start with uppercase letters. Okay. If you have more than one word, every word first letter should be uppercase letter. And if you have constants, all are uppercase letters only. If you have constants, everything, all are uppercase letters only. All are uppercase letters only. These are the rules and guidelines to write any Java program. Why? Because if you are creating any Java program, we need to follow only these things. Every day we are going to create classes, variables, methods, and if you are creating object also you have to start with lowercase only. Okay, reference variables. Those also variables, right? So you have to start with lowercase letter only. Okay, so these are the rules and guidelines to write any kind of Java program. Either it may be a core Java program or servlets or JSP, any Java program, we need to follow these rules and guidelines. Okay, next, write down these points. Now, our next concept is, now we are shifting into next concept, basic things, data types and variables. Data types and variables in Java. Write down data types and variables in Java. Now, see here. First, we'll discuss about data types. Data types means what? whether the variable contains which kind of data it is. Now see here, data types. First we'll discuss about data types. When it comes to Java, basically we have 8 data types. Basically we have 8 data types. We need to know what are the 8 data types we are having in Java. What are those? First one is byte, second one is short, third one is int, fourth one is long, next float, double, character, boolean. Totally we are having 8 data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char and boolean. Totally we are having how many? 8 data types. Okay. So what is the range of byte? So remember one thing here, the first 4 data types are for storing integer type of data. Okay. Byte, short, int and long are for storing integer type of data. Float and double are for storing decimal type of data, and for char is for storing character type of data. Boolean means what? True or false. And remember one thing, string means what? A group of characters, but string is not a data type. String is a predefined class in Java. Okay, write down one more point here. String is not a predefined data type. String is, remember this one, string is not a predefined data type in Java. It is a predefined class in Java. Okay, string is not a predefined data type. It is what? It is a predefined class in Java. We are having some extra features. We are having a separate concept called string. There we are going to discuss about those things. Okay, it is not a predefined data type. It is a predefined class in Java. It is a predefined class in, hello,
Madhu,
yeah.
రెండింటి డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్తా వాట్ ఇస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ డేటా టైప్ అండ్ క్లాస్
సో క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంటంటే దీనికి సపరేట్ ఫీచర్స్ ఉన్నాయండి మనకి ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా, బై వన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ ఎనీ వాల్యూ వీ కెనాట్ చేంజ్ దట్ వన్, బట్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు లైక్ డేటా టైప్స్ వీ కెన్ చేంజ్ ద వాల్యూ. By default string is immutable. There is a separate concept here. For example, if you take string here, string s is equal to, for example here I am taking string s is equal to Madhu. If you want to change this one, we cannot change. Compulsory we need to create a new object. But if you take any data type, we cannot we can change. Okay, for example if you give any value, if you want to change, we can change the value. But there is a separate, it is a predefined class. We can create object. We are having n number of features for string concept. Okay, here this data type means which kind of variable contains which kind of data it is. 1 minute. For example, if you take int a is equal to 13, system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println of a, if you take here, the value 13 will be printed. The value 13 will be printed. If you take again here a is equal to 14, 14 will be printed. But when it comes to string, we cannot change. By default, string nature is what? Immutable. Immutable means what? We cannot do the modifications on the existing object. Again, we are going to discuss about this string concept later. Just now, we'll discuss about only these data types. Now, see here. Now, the range of byte is what I said here. Byte, short, int, and long are for storing what? Integer type of data. Float and double are for storing decimal type of data. Char is for storing character type of data. Boolean means true or false. When it comes to byte, when it comes to byte, here the range is minus 128 to minus 128 to 127. This is what the range of byte. Please keep in mute. Now, see here. When it comes to short, the range is, these are approximate values, minus 32,768 to 32,767. Similarly, for int also, minus 2 power 32 to minus 2 power 32 to 2 power 32, 2 power 32. Based on this, we are going to take these values. Similarly, minus 2 power 64 to minus 2 power 64 to 2 power 64. Now, see here, when we need to go for float and when we need to go for double. So, for example, if you are getting any decimal value, if you are getting the exact decimal value, then we need to go for exact decimal value. Means, for example, if you take 20 by like 12 by 5, if you take, for example, if you take 12 by 5, here we are getting what? 2.4 we are getting. Means what? Here we are getting the exact value. But sometimes we will be getting the recurring decimal. Recurring decimal means, for example, if you take 10 by 3, 10 by 3 means what we will be getting here? 10 by 3 means what? 3.333.
3.333.
In these scenarios, will be whenever we are getting the recurring decimals, in this kind of scenarios, we will be going for double. Okay, and char is for storing character type of data, and we are going to store in the form of single quotations. Char ch is equal to, like this we are going to take in the single quotations, and string compulsory, whenever we are defining a string compulsory we need to take in the form of double quotations. Remember these things. Of course, later we will discuss. Now, boolean means what? Just it is used to check the condition. It is used to check the condition. Which conditions? True or false? It is used to check the conditions, either true or false. True slash false. Okay, these are the things we are going to discuss. Now, these are the about data types. Basically, mostly we are going to work with like integer type of data for int, and float, mostly double. Based on our requirement, we are going to use these things. So, what is the use of variable we need to know, okay, and how we are going to declare a variable. See, for example, here I am taking int a is equal to int a is equal to 12. I am taking, okay. Int is what here? One data type. A is a variable name and 12 is a value. That means what? What is the syntax here? Data type, variable name. This is what the syntax. Data type, variable name is equal to value. Okay. The data type is what? Int a is a variable, 12 is the value. So now, what is a variable? Variable means what? Use it to store the value. Use it to store the values. That's it. So we can store any kind of data in a variable. We can take like float b is equal to, if you want to store in decimal type of data. 1 minute. So for example, float b is equal to 23.67. We can store decimal type of data. Similarly, if you want to take any character type of data, char ch is equal to, we can take like this. And if you want to store string type of data, string name is equal to, here name is a variable, name is a variable, like this we are going to take. Okay, now variable means what? Which is used to store the value. Now, as per Java, we are having three types of variables. Most important thing, write down these points now. Variable means what? Which is used to store the value. How many types of variables we are having in Java? Types of variables. How many types of variables we are having in Java? First one is local variables. Second one is instance variables. Totally we are having three types of variables in Java. Okay, first one is local variables, and second one is instance variables, third one is static variables. We are having three types of variables: local variables, instance variables, and static variables. Now write down. First I'll explain you that theory part, then we'll go for Again, practical part clearly. See here, first one is what? Local variable. Local variable means what? Variables which we declare which we declare inside the which we declare inside the method or block which we declare the method or block are called local variables. Okay, whatever the variables we are creating inside the method or block are called block. Means what? For example, if you are taking for loop, inside that for loop only we can access. For example, if you want to print 1 to 10 values, how we are going to take? For int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, right? That means what? Inside the for loop only we can use. Any otherwise we cannot use that I variable, right? Here also, local variables means variables which we declare inside the method or block are called local variables. And scope will be only within the method. Okay, scope of local variables is what? Only inside the method. Write down this point also. Scope of local variables is scope of local variables are inside the method only. Inside the method or block only. Okay, this is about local variables. Second one is instance variables. Instance variables means what? See here. Local variables means what? Inside the method or block. Second one is instance variables. Instance variables means outside the method and inside the class. Now, see here. Instance variables means variables which we declare outside the method and write down these points. Local variables means what? Which we declare only inside the method. Means only we are going to declare inside the method are called local variables. Instance variables means what? Outside the method and inside the class. After creating a class, directly we can create the variables. Those are called what? Instance variables. Write down here, variables which we declare outside the method and inside the class. Outside the method and inside the class are called what? Instance variables. Are called instance variables. And we need to call instance variables by using an object, okay, or by using the reference variable. We need to call, write down this point, we need to call instance variables. We need to call instance, again I'll explain it with an example. Note down these points. Okay, just simple thing. Local variables means what? Inside the method or a block. Instance variables means what? Outside the method and inside the class. We need to call instance variables by using we need to call instance variables by using object. Okay. Third one is static variables. Third one is what? Static variables. Static variables means what? Which is nothing but constant data. For example, if you take an organization, they will be having 2000 employees. So each employee will be having one ID, one name, but the organization name is same for all the employees, right? So instead of defining each for each and every employee, one time we are going to declare, and each and every time we are going to use. Static data is nothing but constant data. Static data is nothing but what? Constant data. We can call the static data directly by using class name, or directly we can access. No need to call by using object. Static variables, no need to call by using an object. Write down here, no need to call by using an object. No need to call by using. Static variables are nothing but, static means what? Constant. Write down clearly here, static means constant. Static means constant. Okay, no need to call by using object. Directly we can call Directly we can call static data, or we can call by using the class name. We can call by using the class name. So totally we are having these three kinds of variables. So now write down these points. Then I'll explain you with an example clearly regarding these types of variables. ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
లేవు సార్.
Okay, fine. Then tomorrow we'll continue. Okay?
ఓకే.
Bye. If you have any doubts, you can message me. Thank you.